Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to elevate the visual appeal of your course content pages by learning how to insert an image into a Canvas page. Specifically, we'll focus on ensuring the image is centrally aligned, framed with a border, and features rounded corners for a polished look. To give you a clear idea of what we'll be creating, I've prepared a sample page that showcases the final design. This will help you visualize the transformation we'll achieve by the end of this tutorial. If you take a closer look at the image on this page, you'll notice a subtle black border surrounding it, along with gently rounded corners that enhance its overall aesthetic. We can customize both the color and thickness of the border to make it more or less prominent, depending on your design preferences. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports the channel and helps us reach more viewers. Now, let's dive in and start crafting a content page that reflects your unique vision. I'll switch over to a draft page, and we can begin the process step by step. First, we'll use the Rich Content Editor tools to insert and align our image. After that, we'll access the back end of the page to add some code using the HTML editor mode, which will allow us to apply a border and round the image corners. To get started, click the Edit button in the upper right corner. Next, navigate to the location in your course where you'd like to insert the image. In my case, I'll place my cursor right before the second paragraph and press the Enter key on my keyboard to create a new line. Then, I'll move my cursor up to the new paragraph I just created. From the Rich Content Editor toolbar, click on the Images icon and select Upload Image from the drop-down menu. In the pop-up window that appears, click on Upload Image. Locate your desired image, click to select it, and then click Open in the bottom right corner of the pop-up. Once the image preview is displayed, be sure to add alt text to enhance accessibility. I'll paste the alt text that I've already copied. Finally, click the Submit button in the bottom right corner of the pop-up to complete the process. The image has now been embedded into the page. Next, let's resize it. To do this, click on the image and then select the Image options that appears at the top of the image. In the right pane, choose Percentage instead of Pixels. You can now designate a percentage that will determine how much of the containing element the image will span. In this case, since there isn't a containing div or any other element, the image will span that percentage of the user's screen. For example, I'll enter 55%. Finally, click the Done button to apply the changes and close the right pane. To centrally align the image, first select it, then click on the Align icon in the Rich Content Editor toolbar. From the drop-down menu, choose Center Align. After the image is centrally aligned, Canvas may automatically create an additional line below it. You can easily remove this by placing your cursor on the new line and pressing the Delete key. Now, let me click on the Save button to save the changes we've made so far. Doesn't it look great? To enhance its appearance further, we'll now add a border and rounded corners. To do this, click the Edit button again, and then switch to the HTML Editor view by clicking on the HTML Editor icon. Once you're in the HTML Editor, locate the image tag first. Then, in the Style attribute right before the closing quotation mark, type border : 1 pixel solid, Shift 3 to type a number sign and type 6 zeros and semicolon. Let me briefly explain what we just added. We specified a border that is 1 pixel thick. If you'd like to make it thinner or thicker, simply change the number 1 to your desired value. You can even use a decimal number. We also indicated that the border will be solid, rather than dashed or dotted. Finally, we used an HTML color code to set the color of our border. In my case, it's black. You can find a variety of HTML color codes online to customize it to any color you'd like. To round the corners, type border dash, radius : 10 pixels, semicolon. You can adjust the value to make the rounding more or less prominent, depending on your preference. Click the Save button to apply our changes. Now, you can see that our image has a border with rounded corners. We have reached the end of the tutorial. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more tutorials. Got any questions or need further help? Drop a comment below. I'm here to help. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.